All right, yo yo yo, it's your boy Yoshikidneo, and we are back in D&D, the World of Boridil, the adventures in Boridil. Today's session should be pretty dope. Um, or I guess I assume every session will be dope, but I don't actually know if it will be or not because I don't know what the players actually are gonna do. But I got a couple things planned out for them today, depending on essentially three routes that I think they're going to take. So hopefully they take them. We'll find out what happens though.
Barbarian, and then you can rage and take half damage on physical attacks.
Hmm. What would be the downside to that, though?
You
You
can't cast
wouldn't get
spells,
Right?
but you don't have spells, so well you do,
um
but you wouldn't be able to cast them.
Yeah, and I need that ability to match whatever size, just in case we run
oh
into a
would you,
giant again or
so
something.
key he wouldn't be able to use key.
Oh shit! I just moved my whole thing. He wouldn't be.
I'm asking.
Key is not a spell, so he should. I don't see
Oh,
why he couldn't.
would I be able to
Um
use like my growth spells and stuff like that? I just won't be able to use those.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use those. But
Yeah, I
otherwise, I'm
need to
pretty
get.
sure the enrage ability, like it specifically says that you can't use spells, and I'm pretty sure that's it.
but
Yeah,
and
so
then the real downside is you don't get your monk level. You're a level behind.
right.
That's the problem with multi-classing. Is cool you have new class features, but they're level 1 features. Like my friend in my campaign, he's barbarian, fighter, and rogue. So he's got 3 level 1 features. It's not very good.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
So then he's level 8, I think, but with 3d6 on his sneak attack, which is trash.
So yeah, with the if you go into rage, you get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and a athletics check would count as that. So when you try to grapple people, you have advantage on it if you're raged. When you make a melee weapon attack, you get to add this thing called rage damage to it. And you also have the resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, but only those mundane sources. If they're magical, it overcomes that. So you would have to at least get to your primal path of third level, like Joe was probably telling you, and take the Totem Warrior to where you're resistant to all damage except for psychic.
Okay.
That, you might
That
consider that because of your grappling.
yeah.
Yeah, my only concern really is if we have to fight like someone huge like we did before, being able to use my
Oh
enlarge
yeah.
and reduce. So I'm a
And you could use it. Is enlarge reduce a concentration? I don't think it is.
uh,
I'm about to look it up. Page not found. Fuck you.
yeah, it's a one
Yep.
minute spell.
And when you go into a rage, if you're concentrating, it ends. So,
Ooh, that's rough.
So I'll probably just have to work with what I got until like I don't know, I find something to up my constitution or fucking r- roll good for my hit point.
Yeah, I think if you wait and take the tough feat, that'll be
Right.
really helpful.
So
all
it is what it
right.
is. I'm good for this grabbing people and leaving them open for people to hit them.
Yeah, you'll get there, dude. All right. So the last time we left our friend fellows, you guys were sort of in this nightmare, uh, bringing you back to essentially Barovia from what you saw. But the thing is, after this nightmare finally ended, after killing these creatures that looked like they meant harm to you, you realized that it was you guys in Lethrius, or yeah, Lethrius, all along, and Strahd was somehow manipulating your minds to see something different. Essentially trying to cause trouble for you guys from afar, which he did. The elder, he, the elder Corwin, he was able to essentially dispel the the vision, the illusion, and saw or showed you guys what you had done, and said that there's a manner or a variety of ways that you guys can proceed forward. He would recommend you guys trying to redeem yourselves, which you guys agreed to. And he said that they would require your help with Titania to essentially preserve the twisted wood. But first, it'd probably be a good idea to go and shut this portal that seemingly got created because of Tymar's influence on dragging you guys out of Barovia before Strahd was done with you. He was able to sort of pinpoint the location for you guys, and you were able to get directions on where to go. So you spent the rest of the time just sort of resting, getting ready to head out the next day, and getting any sort of provisions that you wanted. So that is where we will begin our session, as you guys are in the town of Lethrius, and I'm going to start it actually by sort of retconning a little bit and going back to Snoopy in Opal's potion shop. And when you ask her if she can make that that sort of like make an item that essentially makes a doppelganger like gooey version of yourself, uh, she replies with, I figured out exactly the key ingredients that I need in order to make you your little self permanent.
Oh boy, oh
Have
boy.
have you ever heard of a creature known as a spriggan?
Nope.
Well, they're devious little evil creatures, but it's not essentially all their fault. You see, there are these fey creatures known as dryads, essentially keepers of the tree, keepers of groves, things like that. They live within the trees themselves. Almost every tree inhabits a dryad, but the older they are, the more powerful they are. In times of war, typically, or great peril, I think Swaff, I keep coming in through your mic.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. In times of great peril or times of war, the Spriggan sometimes forms from the death of a dryad or, more likely, the death of her tree, caused by evil acts of others. Due to this war with Titania and the Ciavitas empires, a very powerful dryad has essentially been transformed into a Spriggan and has made a portion of the twisted wood almost almost too dangerous for even the likes of me to travel. Now, granted, I am pretty decent with magic, but uh, I'm still not as powerful as my evil sisters uh, that roam the lands. And essentially, I believe that you all are probably a little more powerful than myself. But there is an item that she holds dear, and if you're able to retrieve that item from her, which unfortunately you would have to cut it out of her chest, I can make you this item that will allow you to summon your gooey self at will. It is
Oh heck
called
yeah.
the world root hot.
World root hot
Heart.
heart. And
Yes.
you, I kind of um got a little confused there. You said it's the Spriggan is
Yeah,
who
the
has it in their
Spriggan.
chest? Okay.
Correct.
And that's possibly a dead dryad.
Yes, a dryad that either was killed by acts of
Or her
evil,
tree.
and the evil was enough to manifest her back as a Spriggan, or her tree was destroyed by an act of evil. Um,
Okay.
and as Opal said, it's a
Two.
lot. It's like, especially in enchanted forests like the Twisted Woods, these events, when there's war around, are a lot. It happens a lot more often than it really should.
Well, that's thanks, Opal, for figuring that out. Do you know what might be the easiest way to locate that tree or that Spriggan?
Um, well, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's somewhere in the northeastern portion of the Twisted Wood. That is where one of the major battles between the Ciavitas and the Titanians had begun, and a large portion of the forest was actually burnt in a fire created by the Titanians to try to flush out the Ciavitas troops. And I believe her tree was caught in that, and now she walks among the ashes of the grove, trying to sprout up evil plants, which the area itself is probably dangerous enough, but she is even more dangerous.
Okay. Well, it sounds worth it to me. I want a little friend.
Well, well, I guess when or if you're able to retrieve the world root heart, bring it back, and it would only take me a couple hours to create this item for you.
Gee, thanks. I'm excited.
She pats your head. Oh, well, run along. You have things to do.
I'll leave. Sweet.
Okay. So now you guys have been told by Corwin where he saw the location of that dark portal that led to Barovia. And he has given you directions. Essentially, it is to the east and just a little bit north, almost in the middle of the Twisted Wood, just a few miles from the road itself. So
Sweet,
what do
it's
you
in the
guys
right
do?
direction. Wait, that's not the direction to the shrine, though. Weren't we
No, the
talking
shrine
about?
is north of you guys, like directly north of you guys.
I remember we were talking about maybe going to the shrine first.
Yeah.
Do we know which one's like closer?
Based on what you've been told, the shrine is definitely closer.
Or what do you guys think?
I think we should go deal with the shrine.
I second that.
Shrine
Yep.
first, then
Do the shrine. Good.
that was what we came. That was our first thing that we got asked to do, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. If we would hope to be in the good with the town, we should handle the shrine first.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
Or
to
how
the shrine
badass
then.
would it be if we did the shrine and the portal before we came back? We'd be like, boom, redemption.
Let us hope that we don't take too much of a beating at the shrine. The soldiers, they're quite squishy, but not too squishy.
Yes. And I know how to make healing Opal knows how to make healing potions if we take out the shrine.
Right. Could definitely benefit us in the long run. All right, is everybody ready?
Yep. Question, Brady. So, or for all of you guys, we weren't in a long rest when we got off here, so my health will be the same. Or my,
Uh,
I mean,
I'll
my
go ahead and say you guys, because essentially you guys would have ended talking to Corwin, and then you said you were going to take a long rest. So we're like skipping the rest of the day. You guys going around essentially to get rations and things like that, and then
Mhm.
we're starting at like 8 o'clock the next day.
Okay, so does that mean hit points go up?
Yep, hit points and spell slots are restored. You get half of your hit dice back if you used any. Yeah, most of all of you should have all your abilities back and stuff like that too. So
Yeah. Yep. By the way, I'm good.
dope.
On the road again.
All right.
So
So
we're
unless
headed south?
anything, you want to go south?
That's all I was asking. That was the question.
You guys were told that the location of the shrine is to the north.
To the north.
All right. To the south that it is. Towards the shrine. Handle it. Get out of here.
Fuck this place. Yes, see ya.
I mean, to go down a whisper. Well, we could very much dodge the problem, but then again, I have a feeling they'd hunt for us. This is a nice big forest. They would have the advantage. But then again, well, we'll obviously be getting sandwiched. But then again, I'll save what I want to save for when we're on the road.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so you guys head on out towards the northern exit, and as you start to walk out, you take a glance and just look, and the guards you can sort of see their faces, and they look like they're glad that you're leaving for now, especially after what has transpired. Obviously, the townsfolk aren't very happy with what you guys have done, which understandably so. Uh, but it wasn't really your fault. It was my fault. uh, as you guys are starting on your trek, go ahead and everyone roll me a perception check, please. I'll need to change that. Hold on.
Hey Brady, can you fix my dice because I'm pretty sure I'm rolling a d6 instead of d20s here. It's been like that for a while.
Interesting. Yeah, let me do this real quick.
Rolled a lot of 1s through 6s.
Except for that 25. Just,
Oh yeah, the advantage one, that one's always that one's using a d20.
Let's see. So you said your abilities and
Oh,
stuff
I'm
you've been
teasing.
rolling?
I'm just teasing. I'm just because I'm rolling so low. I'm using a D6 instead
Oh,
of a D20.
I was literally
That's what it feels
looking.
like. Oh, sorry.
Just give them
No,
an
you're
extra
good.
casual, like, plus 12 to make up for it.
Yeah, let's hope that you're on. You end up being on a hot streak this session.
God, no kidding. It's got to happen, right?
Right after like three sessions of trash.
Like,
Trash roll.
All right. Let me get Donovan's sheet out. He'll be here eventually. Nice. All right. So as you guys are walking out, let's see, Vikavor, you notice on your way that there's like a quietness to the forest as you start to get more and more north of the town. There are less bird chirps, regardless of what the music sounds like. You see less like wild animals like crossing your path or anything like that. The trees start to seem like they're getting, I guess, weaker. They look like the bark's starting to peel off in some instances. The branches look withered. The leaves are like starting to shrivel up and stuff like that. You can definitely tell that whatever the Titanians are doing in this region, uh, it's not doing very good things for the forest itself. It only takes you guys, I'll say, like 2 hours of travel to get towards the north, where you start to see the trees getting lesser and lesser until you get into sort of a decent ravine. And at the bottom of that ravine, you can see a shrine with a bunch of stone pedestals around a central sort of risen platform. And all around this area, it's littered with Titanian soldiers. We'll bring you guys here.
this looks like a job for Fireball.
Are they littered with? Are they alive soldiers?
That's a good
Yeah, all
question.
the soldiers are alive, as you
Okay.
can denote from their health bar. In the center, right here,
Oh yeah.
you see in the middle of this sort of circular like area that there is a large tree uh, that's extremely thorny. The branches are very spear-like. Uh, it looks as if the Titanians are doing something to this tree, which might be the central portion of the shrine, and it's starting to reflect in the region. But you see, there's a bunch of Titanians, and you guys are off the map about 100 feet, with Titanians essentially at every corner, and they're on lookout right now. Hello, Gerald.
Yep.
We're on the south side, 100 feet off south, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Hey guys, I'm pretty sneaky.
You know what to do, little guy. As I revert back to my lichen form.
All right.
So in the middle there, that's where there's a tree. Is in the middle.
Correct. It
Okay.
doesn't look like a tree, but the map didn't have a tree, and I wanted a tree.
Okay. Make sure what's burnable and what's not.
Hey guys, I think yeah, let's figure that shit
Yeah,
out.
burning down their shrine, that's the best way to get them to be our friends again.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think we should try and come up with a plan here. I think if someone distracts and makes a noise over here, I can take this guy out.
I
And
could.
And then
I have
I
an
can
idea.
move on to this guy.
Okay, so question first.
Hmm.
Are we not going to try and talk to them at all? Figure out if we can solve this diplomatically, or are we just going to go in and guns blazing and, hopefully not back ourselves into a tight corner?
Well,
I'm thinking guns blazing.
You think you're gonna-
honest,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
honestly, the best option is to go out guns blazing. We've gotten in contact with these guys before. I don't want to risk uh, them getting the jump on us, per se.
Hey, Saberwolf, are you sneaky at all?
Uh, I am not, but I could make myself small temporarily and make it a little less easy for me to be heard.
And hey, Brady, how steep are these cliffs?
The cliffs are about 10 to 15 feet.
Okay, so not super significant.
And
Mm-mm.
as for a distraction, uh, I have something that I could do. I could make a noise in that direction. Cause a little bit of power, but it may just work.
I think that's a good idea.
Um,
So that's just taking care of one guy. What should we do? Like,
Yeah, me and Donovan can probably post up somewhere and
do you guys
help,
maybe want to
help cover you
sneak up
guys.
and go to the northwest side and shoot down from up top?
That'd probably be good.
we could do that. Hey, Snoopy, though, my master at one time showed me a spell I could try. Creates this twisting pattern of colors. I could try casting it there in the middle, and it disables them.
Oh, is that the one you cast on all of us?
Yeah. I could when you guys are in position and ready, I could try casting it.
Yeah,
Guys.
as long as it doesn't affect us.
No, it only works around 30 feet.
I think that's a really good idea. That is a very powerful spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30-foot cube range.
Not gonna cast.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't look like there's any enemies on this side to the east. So maybe you and Saberwolf could go over there, and then Donovan and shit, I forgot the other name.
Oof.
Balron?
I'm just sitting
Balron.
there looking at you like,
It's session 5. Come on.
You were Frankie, and I remember Frankie. Balron.
it's the face. You
Donovan and Balron could sneak up and shoot down from a different direction. And if these guys get distracted by that hypnotic pattern, I think that's a good plan of action.
Yes. Maybe if there's like a large rock here, I could probably throw it down.
Yeah. And then I can blink up and down and all around too. So I think we can do some good work if
All right.
we
Want me to cast thaumaturgy over there as well? Maybe like a little small earthquake to get them rattled.
yeah, we could do something like that.
Oh, let's
No.
be careful not to destroy
Ooh,
this
you know
place
what you
too
should
much.
it would be
Right.
good to cast that somewhere where nobody is.
True.
That'd be a
True.
good distraction.
Okay. Thor, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it depends where you and um, where you guys are gonna go.
Okay. I guess we'll probably get the attention of these. See if I can hold
So
their attention.
we want to cast hypnotic pattern on these guys here.
Yeah, I think so. They're everybody else is at it.
Yeah, so then if you guys can get the attention of these two, I should be able to do them pretty good.
Okay. Are we 100% sure that these are titanium?
Go ahead and roll perception check, all of you.
They're fucking not. They're the guys we.
We just start murdering everybody. Oh,
Don't
geez.
tempt me.
There you go, Joe.
Yeah, 15.
You liar. Saying you were rolling D6s. Get out of here. I believed you. I went to go and check.
That's so funny. What if it was? What if it fucking was for 3 sessions?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Although I
I
don't know
have.
how. Because
I
it's
mean, some of
coded
the
into the
roguey.
sheet.
Yeah, some of the roguey modifiers could make it seem like you're not rolling that bad with 10s and 8s and stuff. Anyways, all right, I'm excited to try this out, guys.
So all of you are actually able to see like the same color of like the uniforms and such. Most of them have like some sort of like red on them. Uh, the one thing that Vicavor and Snoopy notice that is that this gentleman right here looks to be more decked out, and you're not sure what that might mean, but he definitely has more going on than the rest of them do.
Probably a leader. Are they doing anything like magical over there on the shrine? It's not like innate magic from the shrine that I can tell.
So as you're looking, all of these guys are currently like standing around this tree. And with your perception check, I'll say that you can see one of them take out a dagger and kind of like he's like looks like he's engraving something into the side of the bark a little bit. And when he does that, the tree kind of like shrivels and like or it kind of like what would be the proper word? Shudders as he plunges the dagger into it as if it can feel that that's going on.
Okay. All right, boys. Let's do this shit.
All right, Snoopy, you tell me when to cast.
I'm gonna sneak up here, and I'm gonna wait on your guys' signal to attack this guy.
You're going to put all your character tokens onto the field in the bottom left.
So I'm gonna sneak here and wait to strike until you do a distraction. And when you do the distraction, Saberwolf will do the distraction. You will cast Hypnotic Pattern on these 4 guys.
Okay.
And then when the Hypnotic Pattern is cast, Donovan and Balrin can attack up here, and I will attack here, then move on to this guy. Sound good?
Hold on, where did you want the guns shot?
Up top left, northwest. If that works for you guys. Or you guys can just go here and shoot down. Doesn't matter to me.
Mm. I have another idea for a distraction. If
Okay.
you want, could use like your illusion. We could do like.
Oh yeah, any distraction works.
But do we want to try to pull them into a certain area with the distraction or no?
I don't know. It might be easier to pick them off as they're spread out a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. Do it.
All right.
So
guess-
Balrin and Donovan, do you guys want to be at the southeast or the northwest?
I assume probably the southeast, and then we can cover you guys as you guys march in from the south.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, I guess just start picking off people.
Works
Okay.
for me.
So everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Hey Brady, before we do that, can
Finally.
from our perception, could we tell if anybody has like any ranged weapon?
Oh yeah. This gentleman has ranged. Actually, the ones that are on the corners all have bows. The ones that are sort of in the middle, not on the cliff, they've got spears. Spears being well, or actually, I think it's an axe. Yeah, the one on the bottom and the left side have an axe. These two guys have swords. This guy has a pike. These two guys have swords, and this guy has a flail.
Yikes.
Okay. So it's mainly the guys up on the cliffs that have bows.
So
Correct.
one thing that I
Donovan,
could
Balrin, I think you guys should probably focus fire on this guy if
Point them
there's
out
no
again.
one in immediate danger or something.
Point that person out again.
The one in
The
the center on the left.
The decked out one.
But if like we're engaged with people, I'd say shoot at them. But if no one's needing cover fire, take pop shots at that guy.
All right, well,
I
we'll
mean-
do that, and then if the guys with the bows start to pick at you guys, then we'll take those guys
Yeah.
out.
And one other thing that I can do is I could cast jump and hurry up and jump over to the bowmen and attack them.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
All right. So
Yeah,
as soon as I shoot
Saber
a
Wolf, me and you
I'll
try to
do-
take out the archers as fast as we can.
All right. But this is gonna be complicated. I could I could cast the thaumaturgy first, or I can cast a jump and just move over to that first guy in the top right hand corner.
I think we should leave the distraction to Vikavor so you can use your jump.
Okay, sounds like a plan. All right, so I'm going to attack this and
Which guy?
guess.
Sorry, I didn't see. Yeah,
I will go ahead and go at take that fella out. So I will cast my jump as soon as you guys are ready to let me.
Okay. Tell me where you want
Okay.
the distraction at.
They did roll very actually. Since you got to get in close.
stealthy time.
Yep, stealthy time. And how close does everybody else get? Do you guys get to where you're on that cliff, or do you get to where a movement action away from getting to that point where you're at on the cliff?
Is there any cover like right on that cliffside?
There is a tree right there, large enough for one person to
Did
hide
I
behind.
leave? Okay.
What about like if we like laid down, then would we be any more hidden or no?
So the way when you're prone, you have the enemy would have disadvantage with ranged attacks, but they have advantage with melee attacks. So granted, they have a ways to go probably, and they also have to climb, a 10 to 15-foot cliff if they want to get to you guys. But the archers would have disadvantage on their attack if you guys prone.
And would that obstruct their view at all?
Um, I would say yes. So you'd be able to shoot, well, at least if they're not on the cliff themselves. The archers on the cliff would be able to see you, regardless, just because they're at the same height as you guys. But the guys on the bottom, like if you go out, shoot, and then drop, and move back. And moving prone, it takes essentially double movement.
Okay.
So keep that in mind as well.
I think I'm gonna start behind the tree then, and then I'll adjust from there.
Okay.
So we can actually crawl. But it
Yeah,
just
you
takes-
can crawl. It's just
Okay, just
considered
double.
like difficult terrain, yeah.
Okay. And then to
Okay.
get up is our whole
Half
movement, right?
No,
Or half
half your
movement.
movement. Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go
Ooh.
prone.
Where did our boy Joe go? Well, Joe's stealth was successful. This guy's passive perception isn't higher than his stealth.
Okay, finally, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell happened. Am I here?
Were you not able to hear us?
No, I was. My internet spazzed out.
Mm.
Alright, so essentially I'm just gonna be picking off guys from the corners.
Okay. Everything's back. I'm loaded. I'm ready to go.
Your stealth is fine. You don't get caught, so you guys get a surprise round. I am going to roll initiative for these guys, and then put you guys. Snoopy's got a higher dex for sure. Cool. All right, so yeah, gonna use Mr. DJ. For some reason, Funky Beats, I don't know if you guys heard it, but it sounded like it was being filtered through a wet paper bag. And that
Like
doesn't make any
someone has their
sense.
phone like up to the mic and just
Exactly, yeah, I don't know
music.
why it's doing that, so I'll just go back to Mr. DJ until I fix it. Alright, so, where you guys, with the surprise round, essentially you guys can all, I'll allow you guys to choose who goes first, and then on the next round, the actual round of the first combat, you guys will go in the normal order. So who starts off your assault?
So, question, and so this is like we're just going out of order. So I can only do like one spell, correct?
Correct, yeah, everyone is allowed an action because you're catching them by surprise.
Okay, so for
Well,
doing like that,
you're allowed to do like anything you could do on a turn of combat. So you can do your movement, you can do an action, a bonus action, and there shouldn't be anything to cause you to use a reaction.
yeah, but I can't use my cantrip like the minor illusion and hypnotic pattern in the same turn, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I guess somebody else needs to do the distraction, I guess.
Unless if you do if you do the minor illusion and then you're just waiting after that, the way I perceived it is you do that and the moment you cast your minor illusion, Snoopy was going in for the kill. Did I mishear?
No, that's exactly right. So like that would
Okay.
be causing the surprise round. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
And so yeah, you would do your distraction and then Snoopy would swoop in and then on your next turn you would be able to do your hypnotic pattern. But this turn you can do either the illusion or the hypnotic pattern, not both.
Okay, you guys, what do you want me to do?
I think it'd be good to get the hypnotic pattern in first.
Okay, good.
Just to disable those guys while they're all standing close to each other so they don't spread out.
Perfect.
And then after you do that, I will cast my jump and jump behind that, jump past that archer up the northeast.
All right. So who's going first? Am I going first?
Yep.
Okay.
We talked about right there in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Just where it's going to target the ball.
30-foot cube. And your spell save is 15. So I'll roll. He makes it. The captain makes it. The northern soldier looks like he is dazed. The eastern soldier looks like he's dazed. And the southern soldier looks like he's dazed.
Okay, so everybody but the badass guy.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
And so the second
believe-
that happens, Rapier's going to attack this guy.
All right. Go ahead and do the sneak attack, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to. My little macros aren't there.
On Snoopy. I see him.
Yeah.
We're not using my roll. We're using your rolls, but...
Where the hell is
Oh
it?
yeah, where is your rapier one? It's a token action, so click on your token. It's in the
Yeah,
top
I
left.
am.
I see it.
Oh, it just popped up now. What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, that must be your internet for sure, causing lag or something.
That's some good rolls there, boys. 8, 6, 6,
Yeah,
4.
good work. So yeah, that is actually enough damage to kill that guy. So,
Boom.
Snoopy, or as Vikavor casts his spell, Snoopy goes in and, with the archer kind of looking off in the forest, he starts to turn around to see what's going, but by the time he gets halfway turned around, Snoopy's already there with his rapier plunged through the back of his spine, out his mouth, and he retracts the blade, and that archer falls over dead.
Nice. And now, can I use my movement and blink to get over here? So that would be. Or I can.
Well, did you move and teleport, or how did you get to that guy this round? Because you got out of his range, like to where you were within movement range, right? Did you use your blink, or did you
Yeah,
use
I
your
would have.
regular
I
movement?
would have walked.
Okay,
Yeah, to sneak
so
up.
yeah,
No, I definitely would have blinked. I'm Snoopy. Who am I kidding?
yeah. All right, so yeah, you can use your movement speed to move
Okay,
elsewhere.
I'll dash over here so that I think. Let's see. I want to get it so that I can blink across, but I don't really know what the map's like. I would assume it gets like more narrow over here.
You're right. I would say that you're able to do it.
Okay, I'll just leave it at that. I'll
Okay.
leave guy here. So I'm probably more to the west of that, but
Yes. So who's next? Saberwolf?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my action. Spend a key point to use.
Doggo.
Flappy ears.
some real floppy ears.
And then once I use that, I am going to use my movement. That should be like 135, right? Because that's
So the
3 times
jump
my movement.
distance, no. So jumping distance is different from moving distance.
Okay.
But I'm almost certain you're able to do it. I'll look to see what the exact calculation is because I forgot. I haven't had anyone ever use jump before.
I haven't either.
I should have a bonus action as well to see if I can grapple this guy.
But yeah, you can make it to that archer over there easy.
Okay. Go on. And then, can I go ahead and attempt a strength check to try and grapple?
Yeah, definitely. And he will roll using his dexterity. He rolled a 21, and you rolled a 23. You have him grappled.
All right. And I believe that's all I can do for right now. Yeah, because I just used my action. So yep, we're good. My turn's done.
All right. Who's next? Donovan or Balron?
Donovan can go, and then I will. Unless he'd rather have it the other way.
All right, Gerald.
Bro, I'm over here dying. I'm like coughing.
You better stop.
I'm trying.
Coronavirus.
Dang.
So I'm gonna hit this dude on the top top left.
Okay. Donovan takes out his lightning pistol that likes to kill innkeepers.
Nah.
Boom roasted.
13 misses. Oh, you got the musket out. And it's not a misfire. It's close. You rolled a 4 on that. That was close. 20 will hit. So Donovan pulls out his musket out of his leg as it comes out, and it unfolds itself. And immediately after it's done folding, he lets the first shot happen. Quickly, gets it ready to shoot again, and takes his second shot. And he's able to clip the shoulder of the archer, and he turns around, starting to draw an arrow. If you wish to use your movement or anything.
No, don't. But I did. You do know I'm prone, right?
Yeah, you're prone.
Okay, cool.
He then drops prone. Balrin.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at this big beefy dude in the middle. This guy.
Okay.
See what he's made of.
That will hit.
Fuck yeah!
Oh shit.
Better getting that fucking nat 20.
Right on.
Oh, he's not. That.
Now that's a
So,
lot of damage.
So Balrin has his revolver out, and it charges up and then shoots, and you can see the streaking lightning hit this guy as it like explodes at his chest. He's got his shield like up, and the impact of the bullet actually pierces the shield, hitting him in like the top right pec area, like right underneath his collarbone. It looks like, and he kind of shouts out. With that, surprise round is over. Snoopy, your go.
All right, so I want to get over here and then attack this guy. So, what? So since I use my blink, will I get the sneak attack?
Correct.
Okay.
11 does not hit.
Damn, man.
And so
Another
then
4.
I did have to use my bonus action for my movement. So I'll
Okay.
chill.
All right. Saber Wolf, you have a grappled dude.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use a flurry of blows. And I'm going to continuously bite this man. Multiple
All right.
times.
Let's go ahead and roll me 4 bites. That hits. What's that 3 for again? Enlarge? You're not enlarged though, are you?
No.
So hit, miss, miss.
And I guess I'll use my unarmed strike then.
So activating Flurry of Blows is a bonus action, so you don't have
Okay.
a bonus.
Oh, okay. Cool. Was that all I can do then at that point?
Yes, because you don't have a reaction. I mean, the only other thing you could do is move. But if you're gonna move, you'd be dragging him with you, and it'd be you have half movement.
Okay. So,
Drag him off the ledge.
Land on him.
I wish I could. I don't have that ability yet.
You don't have seismic toss?
Not yet. Not until 14.
Do you
What a
have,
shit Charizard.
do you have like RKO or something like that?
You don't have extreme
From
speed?
the
Or...
top rope?
Yeah, I can't do none of that, man. I mean, I
I
can.
have vital throw.
Well, Ray, do I have the ability to like fall off with this dude with me? Will I take
Yeah, if
damage
you
from
want to
it?
go and tumble off the cliff, and I would have you roll a dexterity check to see if you take damage and if he takes damage from it.
Shit. Well, all right. I'm gonna just move him. uh,
And take a little tumble off the cliff.
no, 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 no. We're not doing that.
Oh,
we're not. We're not doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna just move him.
okay.
And that's
All
the end of my
right.
turn.
Balrin, your turn.
I'm gonna take another shot. I think at the big beefy boy.
All right. 16 misses. So Balrin takes his pistol and he aims it, and as he shoots it, this time the big beefy boy takes his shield and he's able to now that he kind of knows what's happening, he anticipates the shot and is able to deflect the bullet, and he starts to swing his flail.
I'm prone, right?
Yep.
Or have I been? If not, then I'm going prone. And I think I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
So
So as he swings his flail, he hits it a couple times against his shield, causing sparks, and he uses his action to ignite the tree.
Oh, gee.
hey,
So the
Vigavore,
tree
do
is
you have any
currently on fire.
water spells, or do you just burn things?
Yeah, cast Hydro Pump, dude. So he ignites the tree, and then he starts shouting to all his men, uh, I want them all dead. He'll move back behind and he'll duck behind this pillar thing, which is it's about 5 feet tall. So I'm gonna give it to where he's got half cover. Actually, 3/4 cover. At least when you guys are shooting from this direction.
Not that that matters, at least to me.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all both have sharpshooters, so it doesn't matter, but he doesn't know that.
What a bitch.
Alright, with that, it is Donovan's turn.
I'm gonna shoot the beefy boy that tried to hide.
Alright. Oh, you're doing an aimed shot?
I'm using 2 grit.
So let's see. Okay, so essentially the aim shot, you just add whatever your grit is. You just add 2 to the damage if it hits. So the first shot misses. And the second one does hit. So Donovan with his musket, you can see him tinkering with his sight a little bit now that the armored boy is a little harder to see, and he starts to move his scope a little bit. He takes a shot, he adjusts it just a little bit more, and he shoots again, and you see it go straight through his left shoulder, in through the front, out through the back.
Clean.
Is that all for Donovan?
Silenced musket. That's pretty badass.
believe that's all for Donovan. Unless you want to move, you may. Okay. So these here soldiers are going to use the dash action. We'll say getting to the base of this is their normal movement. Climbing up the 15 takes the rest of their movement.
Shit.
This guy over by you, Snoopy, he draws a longsword and is going to make a swing at you. He rolled a 7. The one that's being grappled by you, Saberwolf, is going to take out his longsword and try to stab you. He rolled an 8. This guy's going to run up the cliff there. This guy will get right there, dash action to get up. And then those other dudes are asleepin'. Alright, Vikavor.
Alright. I think I'm gonna target the guy right by me and die. I guess I'll just use my Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay, roll at disadvantage since he's right there.
Um,
Well, first,
question.
can you...
if I move away, does that I get hit? Don't
Correct.
I? What
Or
were
at
you gonna
least
say, sorry,
he's going to attempt to do an opportunity attack on you.
Can you... Is there any way that you can put out the fire on the tree?
I was looking. I don't see anything I can do. I don't think frostbite wouldn't have any effect on it. You think? Frostbite. I'm looking for anything like that, and I don't think I have anything.
Because I think that'd be a good priority. I mean, I could probably cover you if you can put it out. If not, then I guess just defend yourself. But we
I don't
need to
think
do
I have
something
it.
about that fire. Otherwise, I mean, if none of us can put it out, then I don't know what we're gonna do. Because that's kind of our
I'll
mission, is trying to
pee
save
on
this
it.
thing.
Yeah, Snoopy, you have to pee or no?
Better be a
He's
big
always
ass
got to
pee.
pee, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. Something like that. So I'm asking frostbite. Something like frostbite wouldn't do anything.
If you're asking me, I'm going to
I
tell
don't.
you what all DMs say. You can try.
Let me consult with my team here. Hey, you guys think I should do like a frost spell on it?
I think that would at least do something. If not completely putting it out, it might at least stop the spread of fire.
All right, let's do it then. I'm all for it. If you can help me up here, where I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, because I'm not within 5 feet of him, so I don't have disadvantage for shooting that guy square in the face.
Okay, let's go ahead and cast frostbite. Let me make sure it's.
Yeah, you've got the range for it.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do frostbitey and see what happens here. Right, the tree.
Okay, so you cast your frostbite, and you guys watch as this little ice ball energy thing goes towards the fire, and as it hits towards like the top, the frost covers a portion of the tree to where the fire's put out, and as the fire starts to burn, that portion of the flames that's around the ice that now is starting to sort of encase that small aspect of the tree, it melts it, and that water starts to roll down, and you can see that there's a dampness on the tree, and the fire doesn't immediately catch back in that spot.
All right, that's better than nothing. Okay, so I think we have a chance at doing something now.
It's probably going to take, as you look at it, with the I guess, with how large the tree is, it's probably going to take quite a few frostbites. And it's going to take a while if you're the only one that's able to do something, you figure.
All right. And I can't do anything unless I want to move, right?
Correct. You can just move. You have a bonus action available if you have anything to do with a bonus action. If you don't, then you don't have a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus action. Where would it be defined? Would it be like underneath like a spell or something like that?
Yes, a spell would tell you. Most casters,
Okay.
the only bonus action they ever get is a spell. So.
Okay. All right. And then this is again because I'm kind of a noob.
Who's over there sucking on a robo dick? I heard it. Someone's vaping. Who's doing that? Swaff?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Bro, I thought you quit. You over there puffing on Donovan. Stop.
Hey man, he's an attractive looking robot. What can I say?
If we ever had fan art, that's what I
Oh,
want
God.
written.
I will draw that right now.
Actually, yeah, you're an artist. And yeah, you're a painter. I just tell the stories. You guys visualize them. All right, so that's it for Vikavor.
Yep.
All right, Snoopy.
Would I be able to hide if I blinked away, like say down to this tree, or maybe even into the tree?
Yeah, I would allow it.
Okay. So I want to make an attack at this guy, blink movement, and then hide in the tree.
Okay. Yeah, the tree is a little bit shorter than the cliff. 23 does hit. So 8. And then go ahead and roll
Hopefully.
stealth.
Stealth.
Oof.
What the hell?
So as you blink into the tree, because you can't really like the leaves and stuff are quite thick. You blink in and you're about like you're about a foot off of the branch and you topple down and you have to catch yourself. And as you look out the trees, the archer looks and he has an arrow pointed directly at you.
Great.
Saberwolf, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and attack him twice, like bite him twice, and use a Fury of Blows again.
All right.
So bite, 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 bite.
All right. 24 hits for 6. 11 misses. The 16 hits and is enough to kill him. And I'll say you can redirect that other blow to the other guy, but 11 doesn't hit. So you guys watch Saberwolf over there just like chomping on this dude. He's got him grappled. And he keeps like biting in different places. He bites like his forearm. He bites his shoulder. And then for his last one, like you see his like you know how when dogs snarl and they look like they got that like saliva dripping and shit. He does that, and then he goes in straight for the throat and clamps down. You can actually hear the crackling of his trachea being crushed.
Cool.
And he falls over. Saberwolf turns around and goes to bite the other guy, but only finds metal plates. Doesn't taste very good. Roll a d20, see if you chip a tooth. I'm just joking.
Oh no, please no.
I'm just joking. Only if you got like a natural 1 would I do that.
Oh my god. All right.
If you want to move, you can.
He's going to end up having the opportunity attack, and I'd rather just fight him head on.
Okay. All right. It is Balron's turn.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the guy on the other side of Vigavor.
Go ahead and fire away. That'll hit. So Balrin aims. His aim is true as he unleashes, and Vikavor. It's like a static electricity shock, like when somebody purposely rubs a balloon on their head and then they touch you on the nose. As it passes by, like your whole arm kind of lights up with this little electrical tinge, and you're kind of like, ooh. Your hair is sticking straight up on your head. Your balls are tickled a little bit. It's a really weird sensation. But the guy in front of you, he looks worse because he's got this big ass gaping hole in his right lower quadrant of his stomach, and it's like cauterized, and you can see through like the leather and the rest of his armor, and he's kind of like, ah.
And that instantly had me thinking he sounded like Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I assume Balrin remains prone.
What would it take to stand up?
Half of your movement.
Okay, and then, like, does it take like a bonus action to grapple the guy, or no? Or is that like an action?
It would be an action. You'd have to have a class ability to
So I can't. Okay.
grapple.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna stand up and I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. The captain, seeing that he's still getting shot even behind cover, notices Snoopy as well. His passive perception is quite good. He does a little rock surf down to by the tree, and he swings his flail, hits the shield, and ignites the tree. Snoopy, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw as the flames ignite. 23. So you've got that uncanny dodge that essentially negates any dexterity saving throw thing, right? I forget.
No, so that's evasion. I get that later. Uncanny dodge
Oh.
halves damage that I can see coming.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, you take 4 fire damage from the flames as they ignite, as you try to jump around. And the captain will move to the other side of the tree, blocking y'all's view of him over on that cliff over there. But Snoopy, you see him. And he's swinging his flail, just waiting for you to come down. Donovan, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot this dude in front of me with my sawed off.
Okay. Pew pew. Both of those hit. So Donovan is able to put his musket up into his right leg, and he opens up his left leg and pulls out his blunderbuss or snub nose sawed off, and takes 2 shots. And you're rather surprised that he didn't get like blown down the mountain. But he's able to stand his ground, but he does not look good. He's got a belly full of lead, no doubt.
He gets knocked back 5 feet from me hitting him.
Oh shit, never mind. He does not stand his ground. I will make him roll a dexterity save.
That's right, bitch.
He fails. Roll the d6 for me, Gerald. As he falls, taking bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Okay.
And just click the d6. Okay, he doesn't die.
Oh,
Man,
But he's
he
close.
needs to bust his head, man. I'm praying for that man's death.
He'd be right here at the edge of the cliffy.
I needed him to make a GTA pedestrian noise as he hit that ground.
Anything else from Donovan?
No.
Okay. The soldiers go next. It takes his full movement to come back up there, and he'll get to attack you with advantage since you're prone. He will hit you for 8 slashing damage as he takes his long sword and swipes it across, almost cutting off your top hat.
Oh, don't do that.
The guy in front of Vikavor will take his long sword and swipe it at
No.
him, hitting for only a mere 3 damage. But I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to remain concentrating on your spell. DC is 10.
So just click what did you say it was? Constitution?
Yeah, do the saving throw one though. It should be a smaller box to the right of all your main abilities.
Hey, freaking stupid. I'm seeing it.
So if you
Okay,
go,
I see. I see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. The Constitution
gotcha.
saving throw. You said.
Yep, so just click the Constitution. 13 does save, so you remain concentrating, and then just take the 3 damage. This one over by Saberwolf is going to take his longsword and not hit Saberwolf with it, although he wanted to.
What a guy.
This archer is going to aim directly at Snoopy and take a shot, but roll a 10 and not do shit. This
I'm
other
too small.
guy, he slides down the cliff with his sword ready, waiting for Snoopy to come out of the tree. And with that, Vikavor, it's your turn.
All right. So the big guy behind it, he's completely in.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's out of your view right now. He's hiding behind the tree.
Okay, I'll do the logical. I'm gonna
And
use.
fireball.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use my Eldritch Blast on the guy right in front of me.
All right, fire at
Alright,
disadvantage.
Clicked it. Didn't pop up there.
No.
Something. Click it. Tap.
So if you click your token in the top left, there should be an Eldritch Blast button that I've made for you.
Yeah, that's
Try
the one
clicking
I'm
that
pressing.
one. It
Oh.
worked for me. Oh, look, it just took forever. So you
Uh,
get to shoot it twice. So we'll
I
take
know. I
your
want.
first 2.
I wanted the first one to go towards the guy in front of me.
Yeah. That will hit. And that is enough to
Okay.
kill him.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna fire the one at the guy, right in front of Donovan.
Okay. So a 10 does miss.
Brady, that's
Okay.
pretty impressive rolling a nat 1 and a nat 20 all in one go.
I do it often when I roll for characters. I don't know why.
Can I check my Eldritch Blast one more time? It wasn't. It was. See if it's still being
Yeah,
weird.
go ahead and do it.
Okay, it's working.
Yeah, it's probably just the server for whatever reason. I mean, 7 p.m. might be prime time for D&D. If you wish to move, you may. Otherwise, top of the round, Snoopy. The fire is starting to...
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna drop straight down and make a rapier attack on this guy.
Alright. You teleport down, or...
No, I'm just dropping down.
Okay. So that will miss.
Okay, and then I'm going to run and dash to get up over by Saberwolf.
Okay. He will take an opportunity attack against you.
Mobile feet.
Oh, you do have mobile, huh?
So I can.
Yeah.
No,
Snoopy's over here
not
run-
today.
Snoopy's over here running like Shiloh.
Yeah. Hey, Saberwolf, what's up?
Hola.
That's my turn.
Excellent. Alright, Saberwolf, you're up.
All right. I will start this turn off with grappling with this man with my old dog. Oh,
Well, I'm gonna tell him to back up so we can flank.
yeah. Let me see.
Nice.
I'll grapple that man, and I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Then I will spend some more points. Some more points to go ahead and do another flurry of blows. Bite, bite.
You said you were using your old dog.
Yeah.
How does that work again?
It's just grappling at advantage. Grapple or shove at advantage once. I don't think I won't do it.
Oh, okay. So let's see. He rolled a 10, so he is grappled.
And then I will use flurry of blow.
All right, so
To,
go ahead and make 4 bites. Hit, a miss, and a hit. If you could please roll a d20 to see if you chip a tooth. You chip a tooth on a 1, 2, or 3. You chip a tooth.
God damn.
And Snoopy, you can hear it. As he bites, he's good. He bites again, he's good. He goes down on that shoulder pauldron that's happening, and you can hear like a crack as he kind of like winces in pain. But he goes through and he's able to finish this guy off.
Never mind. We're good.
Well, fuck. Fortunately, I have regeneration. I'll be good later.
Oh, good.
And then I guess we will move on. I still have jump, right?
Yeah, it's good for a minute.
Okay, Snoopy. I'm going to jump over to that major over there. Or the arch. Hold on. Ooh, I don't think this is a good idea. Hold on. Shit. Shiitake mushrooms. Here we go.
If you go, take me with you.
All right. Am
Just
I able
grab my-
to? Am I able to grab Snoopy and like hold him?
No, you've used your bonus action and action already, so I'll say no.
Okay. Yeah. For right now, I'll just hold off. Then I'll end my turn here.
Okay. Valrin.
All right. I'm gonna shoot the archer across the way.
All right. That'll hit, and it's enough to kill him.
Fuck yeah. How long are the guys in the middle confused for?
For a whole minute, so
We're
they're
probably
gonna
coming up on
be
it then.
No, not even close.
every round is 6 seconds, so it takes 10 rounds before it's done. And I've been tracking Vikavor's thing. If you look at his token, he's got a little number there. That's how many rounds are left before it's done.
Oh, 7. Okay, no, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Vikavor and say, "Hey, you should keep going at that tree."
Alrighty then, I'll do that.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. On the Titanian captain, he looks around, seeing that it's kind of a lost cause. He takes the dash action, and he'll run up the cliff, and he'll turn around and be like, "It's not over, though." And he looks at the tree. "It'll awaken soon." And then runs into the forest, taking cover behind a tree to where he's out of y'all's line of sight. He's still within your range right now, but he just has total cover, so you can't see him.
He's okay. Okay.
Donovan, your turn. Gerald.
Oh, I was reading something. My bad.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I'm just making sure.
So since he's leaving, these dudes. Oh, there's a guy in front of me. I thought he was dead. This guy in front of me is not dead.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Does that hit him?
It does, and it's enough to kill him. So you blast his ass, and he falls down the cliff. But he gets a little bit of hang time from the shot as you hit him in the chest, and he like drops his longsword right in front of you, and then you can hear you can hear a couple cracking bones as he lands, but he does not move.
So I'm gonna use my movement to get up and uh head down this hill.
Okay, you can get right at the base of it with your half movement as you slide down very casually. All right, this
And
type.
then I can speak, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to let the crew know. Um, the one with the dagger, the one that was hitting the tree with the dagger. Let's keep him alive. And that's it.
Okay. So the soldier is going to take the dash action to get up, and then he's going to use the rest of his movement to run and hide behind a tree as well. He's still in y'all's range. He's just not visible for now. And Vikavor, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna yell out to my team here. Well, let me see here. So those guys right there would be about 105 feet. Are they within 130?
No, not
Well,
right where you're at.
I could move though. Like if I move 30,
Correct.
if I move
But
30 feet,
then
will they be
you're at
within?
the bottom of the cliff, and the cliff is 15 feet high, and you wouldn't be able to see anything back there. Are you trying to fireball?
Maybe.
If you're trying to fireball, if you move down the cliff and get closer, I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm gonna talk over here to the guys who are close to me, Donovan and Balrant. Donovan and Balrant, do you think I should light the forest on fire over there?
I don't think so. That's a good idea.
Not a good idea. Okay.
No, we've started enough fires in this forest. We're trying to put them out now. I would keep focusing on putting the tree out.
All right, they look like they're running though. Are we sure?
You hear from across the thing. Saberwolf and I will take care of them.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use frostbite once again on the tree.
Okay, and yeah, the same thing happens. It gets a portion of the tree and melts after a couple seconds and sort of dampens the area. But the fire has been going on without anyone doing anything to where it's pretty. It's almost looking like it's not good. We'll say that.
Okay. Is frostbite slowing it down at all?
It's slowing it down on just the portions where you're hitting it, but frostbite being a cantrip isn't as powerful as other means of magic. And it's a huge tree. A big ass tree.
Okay.
So, oops. As as the top of the round comes, you see the tree, the large tree, as it's caught flames, it starts to twist and turn, and suddenly the roots start to uproot itself, and you see this large face on the tree, and it kind of turns around and starts eyeing the place, and seeing that there's 3 people around it. It starts to go in for a strike, and then it looks at all of you, and it shouts out, "You hurt Sacred Grove!" Much like my last party, I am going to be using the boss template for this creature. So good luck. It does not look happy to see all of you there.
Okay.
Snoopy.
Does it notice the soldiers at its feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Saberwolf, should we hunt them now or later?
Shit. I think we should hunt him now.
All right,
I'm gonna
let's
yell
go.
out. I'm gonna yell out from across the way. Go get him.
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement as much as I can to go and try and find these guys. I have 80 movement, so I can get to this cliff here. Am I able
Okay.
to see him from here?
Yes.
Can I use a? Do I need to use a ranged attack?
So you're using, are you using action and bonus action, or just
No, no,
one?
no. So speed's 40, bonus action to dash. So now I have my
Yep.
action.
Yep.
Can I hit him with a rapier, or do I need to use crossbow?
Yeah, you'd have to use a crossbow.
So I'm gonna aim at the dude, the big boy.
Okay. 26 hits.
And
Can't click.
I
its
think
bubble.
my blink only works with a melee weapon. For a
I
sneak
believe
attack.
so too. Yeah. Okay. With that, Saberwolf, it's your turn.
Okay. Still have jump active, so I'm going to jump towards Snoop. Do I have to have a range attack to hit him?
Yeah, in order to get to him, you'd have to have a ranged. And I did find the rules. With jump, it triples your jump speed, and your jump speed is whatever your strength score is, which yours is 19. So you can essentially jump, I'll round it up to 60
Jesus
feet,
Christ. That's awesome.
but it's not enough in theory to cross this gap. You can jump to like right here.
Okay. So yeah, since this is pretty useless, I'm gonna have to prepare for the inevitable. How long do short rests last?
An hour.
Shit. Okay. Alright.
Try to take a short rest in the middle of combat.
He's gonna curl up
I
right
mean-
there. All right, guys, you got this.
Yeah, there's only so much I can do. All right. Well, let's say I'm gonna go ahead and take the last minute route real quick, the last resort, and I'm going to use enlarge,
All right.
Hell yeah.
and I will match the size of the fellow in the middle.
That's beefy.
I'm pretty sure you just become large. He's huge.
He's huge. Okay. Well,
Yes.
big enough.
Just a size comparison. This is a big ass tree.
All right. Well,
Is the tree still on fire?
It is.
Is that damage from his frostbite?
Yes, it is.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Just gonna have to sit here. There's not too much I can do.
Okay. Balrin, your turn.
All right. I'm guessing those guys in the middle are still just sitting there all fucked up, like, right?
Correct.
Is the stone pillars around the tree, are they big enough to hold him back at all? Or is he big enough that he could probably climb over him?
Yeah, he's tall enough to just walk over him. By the
Well,
way,
I
close
guess-
up, this is what he looks like.
Lovely.
Oh boy.
Dark Souls boss.
Well, I mean, I guess try and get all the damage we can on him. I'm gonna.
I'll do what I can.
Should we try talking to him first or no? Can't do that?
From his initial words, it didn't sound like he was really up for talking.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I guess, you can give it a shot on your turn, but.
Oh no, it's alright.
I'm gonna try and blast this motherfucker.
Fire away.
Ooh, that probably doesn't do shit.
No. Yeah, it does not hit.
Well, I guess I'll just chill up here.
Okay. Balrin takes aim. He fires, but judging by he miscalculates because of the smoke and shit that's engulfing in the tree, or around the tree anyway. But the tree, after hearing the shot, kind of looks over in that direction, and it looks very angry.
That's not good.
The captain uses his dash action to run far as he can, which is about 60 feet away from where Snoopy. So he's a total of, I think, 80 feet away from Snoopy right now.
Oh, perfect.
And then the other guy is also using the dash action. He runs to the west. He's about 90 feet away from Snoopy. Well, it's not even his turn. Never mind. Soon. Donovan, it's your turn.
Would Snoopy have an idea that this is a Spriggan?
No. Actually, go ahead and roll nature.
Nope.
Yeah, you look at it and you're not sure exactly what a Spriggan looks like. You actually don't even know what a Dryad looks like now that you think about it. So you have no idea. Gerald.
So I'm moved, but I think that's all I can do.
I just imagine the Joji, or was it the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure meme? Oh, so you're approaching me?
Yeah. That shit's funny.
All right, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. So, the way this template works, everybody, is the tree gets essentially 2 full rounds, and then he gets 2 half rounds. On those half rounds, he can either make an attack or he can do a movement, but he can't do anything else. So on initiative 15 and 5, he does his full round, so he can do an attack, he can do an action, bonus action, and movement, and that's on initiative 15 and 5, and then his half action is on 10 and 0. So keep that in mind. But he's going to do... Oh, let me open his sheet. He's going to use a multi-attack, and he takes his big ass branches and he starts smacking the shit out of these, out of the soldier in front of him. Since they are incapacitated right now, it will be at advantage.
But
Huh?
nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So let's see. Hit and a hit. Those first 2 hits are enough to kill this guy. He uses his second 2 hits. And they do hit. You watch as he uses his large, like, tree branch arms and he smacks the shit out of the guy in front of him, causing him to, like, get splinters, like big ass chunks of wood are sticking out of, like, his throat and shit. And then from behind him, around his feet, you can see the roots, like, dive under the ground, and they come out in a spiral around this guy right here, and they grapple around his neck and pull him down to where half of his body is in the dirt. But Donovan, because of how close you are, you can tell that he was dead before he even entered the dirt. And that'll be the tree's first turn.
Good.
He then turns around to look at this guy, but he notices Donovan right next to him.
All right. So it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna shout down to Donovan. Hey, Donovan, do you think he could use any more flames on him? or
Let it
or
rip.
any letter? Okay. I need to. Oh, you're out of range. I think it's 20, isn't it? For fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each
Well,
control
plus you
point
can position it so that he's not
Yeah.
in it if he was.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna position it like over here. Actually,
Okay.
well, yeah. So I'm gonna do fireball. Cast it right about here. So Donovan's definitely out of range.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I need to click fireball still.
All right. Let's see if he makes his dex save. He rolled a 5, so no.
Nice.
That was good damage. I mean, granted that it was maybe, what, like a 20th of his health bar?
Yeah.
So the Vikavor, his eyes sort of like have this wicked flare in him as he gets this shit-eating grin as he casts his favorite spell. Sending a fireball over, exploding. The tree's already on fire, so it doesn't seem to really care too much. But the gentleman in front of him completely gets turned to cinders and burns over as a corpse. As that happens, the tree turns directly at Donovan.
Got rid of his meat shield.
Yeah.
The soldier, unless you want to move Vikavor, you're also not concentrating anymore because the last guy under your spell is dead.
Perfect. Nope. I'll stay right here. I look like I would die a lot easier than those soldiers.
Okay. This soldier runs towards the west, dashing. I'm almost certain you won't get to him, so I'll just get him out of here. I'm gonna get rid of these bodies. Or I'll keep them. We'll keep them.
You gotta keep him.
Time for the half action, which he'll use to get over towards Donovan. And as he's going over there, he's like a hulking. He walks like a hulking gorilla, kinda like the tree branches. He's like on all fours essentially. And when he gets towards Donovan, he stands up, and he's like 15, 20 feet tall. When he finally stands up all the way. For his full action, he's going to do a multi-attack on Donovan, making 4 attacks. 25 for for the first one, 15 for the second, a 23 for the third, 25 for the fourth. So the first attack, Donovan, you take 13 bludgeoning damage. The second attack, you take, let's see. Actually, yeah, the second attack, you don't take any damage, but you are grappled as its root sort of twists around your leg and like pulls you into the dirt a little bit to where you're having a really hard time trying to like break free. But then he goes down and chomps down on you for 21 piercing damage. That is his full action. Let's see, did you take the 21 piercing? I'll do it for you. There we go. He will take his branch and he will just, actually he's going to try to bite you since you're grappled. He rolled a 25, which does 20 piercing damage.
Damn, dude.
He ends his turn, and Snoopy, it's your turn.
So I'll bonus action dash and then blink right up next to this guy. That's
All right.
80 feet. And then do a little stabby stabber.
That will hit. And that is enough to kill
Jesus.
that guy.
Nice. That's all I cared about.
Let's see. Can I use an object interaction to grab one of his fingernails?
I'll allow you to use your object interaction to remove his, plate mail gauntlets that he's got. And then next turn you can use your next one to do it.
Okay. I mean, that works for me. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, Saberwolf.
All right. First of all, are there any large rocks or anything that I could grab?
Yes. There are plenty. It is a forest full of trees and rocks.
Okay.
Plus you're next to a
And,
cliff.
And what about this tree next to me? Is it still on fire?
It is.
Am I able to grab that tree out the roots?
Jesus Christ. That'd be so
It'll be a
cool.
pretty high strength check. Roll it.
Okay.
Or if you want to, but it'll be pretty high DC.
But it'd be so cool.
Shit, man. I want to do this so bad.
Do it.
Because, I mean-
Do it.
All right, I'm gonna try and roll for the strength check. Sure.
Okay.
So what do I roll?
Let's go ahead
for?
and roll. Yeah, just do a. I'll let you do an athletics.
Okay.
Which will give you a little bit more of a bonus to it. I made the DC 20, so yep, you grab the tree and you pull back and you can feel the strain of your muscles, but then you feel the give of the roots and you plow it out. And you guys watch this big ass hulking saber wolf over here pull out this tree and hold it with two hands. I don't know what you want to say to everybody, but I'm almost certain you want to address them.
In an echoey voice, hey, check out my fiery weapon. And then I'm about to now. How much movement do I have? 'Cause I know I'm slower at this.
Pretty sure it's minus. So you got normally that much. Let me read it again. I don't think your movement is slower. So you're good.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to run two wards. This I have about 45, right? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, you have 45.
Okay. So I will go ahead and move out here.
You can jump 60. So,
Am I still jumping though?
oh, is enlarge a
Yeah,
spell?
enlarge is the spell, but jump I don't believe has concentration.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Jump on his head.
Hell yeah. Pound him
Okay.
in
No,
the
I guess
from
I'm doing it then.
above.
Can I jump
Yeah,
on top
just
of it
last.
and take my action to attack him?
Yeah, I'll allow
with
it.
said rock.
You guys
Said,
watch as Saber Wolf like does this gay pose or something like that, and then he
oh
jumps
no.
up, and as he comes down, he tries to hit the tree with a tree.
With the flaming tree.
Go ahead and just roll the d20 plus your strength modifier, which is 4. 12 does not hit. So unfortunately, as you jump and come down, you misguide yourself with the jump and you land a little short. And as you slam down, you're like you missed him, and you kind of look around and hope no one saw that. But Donovan's looking directly at you, and you blush a little bit and move up the rest of your movement to get right next to him.
Alright.
You still have your extra attack as well as
Alright.
your bonus action.
I'm going
Although
to
with the
go
tree
ahead.
club, I don't think you can flurry of blows. Or no, you can. You just use your feet.
Alright. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attempt to attack again. And I'm assuming. Let's see. With the bonus attack, yeah, I really don't have anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack again.
All right, roll the d20 plus 4. All right, that one will hit. I'll say that the big ass tree gets a d12 plus a d4 of fire damage, plus your strength modifier on the d12. So go ahead and roll the d12 and roll the d4. Okay, so 13 damage total to it. As you smack him with a tree. If he was smaller, I'd probably make it more, but he is a big-ass tree.
Right.
D20 damage die. Fuck yeah.
Alright.
Also, Dallas just said on Twitch that all lichens are gay racists.
Speak for yourself.
Roasted. Got him. And you can't even defend yourself. He's not allowed on this channel. Is that all?
That's all.
Okay. Because, well, you can still you can use a bonus action to do an unarmed strike. You don't have to use your hands to do unarmed strikes. You can use your feet and try to kick the tree.
Okay. I will do that. I mean, it's key powered, so.
Ooh. You don't have advantage, but ooh. 8 damage comes across. And then I believe that's all.
All right.
Does he not get the enlarged thing? How does that work? I don't understand.
Let's see.
Well, I would assume.
Or
since
should
he's-
he have got
since
that
he's-
with the club? Or what does enlarged even do?
Oh yeah, it does add a d4 extra damage
Oh, sorry, I wrote the D4
with
again.
your... Yeah. Otherwise, it gives him advantage on any sort of like strength skills. It also makes him a size larger, which sizes matter when it comes to like grappling and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So he could how far do you think he could throw me? I'm just curious.
Probably a good while or a good ways.
Good, good yeet.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Definitely
at this.
across the map.
Look
Sure.
at how small I am compared to him.
Yeah. All right. Balrin, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot him.
21 will hit.
Sweet.
Balrin takes his revolver and points it at the big ass tree and takes a railgun shot, and it nicks a couple of the branches, causing them to fall off. If you wish to move, you may. Otherwise, it's Donovan's turn, which you are currently grappled. Let me put that net
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna keep my distance.
That misses. That one will hit. And he's knocked back 5 feet, but his roots that he's got you grasped with have a range that's larger than the 10 that you're at, so he remains grappling you.
And I can't try to break out because I used an attack, right?
Correct.
Alright, that's it.
Okay. Full action. He's going to unleash his multi-attack on his grappled victim.
Bye, Donovan.
His first branch hits for 15. His second one misses. His grasping roots miss you. His second grasping roots miss you. He
Oh.
rolled 2 17s. But the bite hits you for 15. So as the tree blight goes in and starts to wail on Donovan, even though he's like held still, he's still weaving around as best he can. But finally, the tree gets sick of it, comes up and takes a bite. And Saberwolf, you can hear Donovan like inside of the mouth of this tree for a second, as it's kind of like, you know, a dog playing with their toy. It's like thrashing back and forth. You can hear air shutting down. Oh. And then it lets go. Vikavor, your turn.
Is there? This is probably like a little late. This is battle to be asking. Is there any writing around like this little altar thing or anywhere?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. As you look around, you see weird markings on the side of each of these little pillars, but you can't make out if they're symbols or if they're writing or what from your distance.
From a distance, I can't see that.
Correct.
Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that.
Ooh. Now we know what you do.
Let me go ahead and, well, I don't know if I should. I had something. What was that thing I had? I can't find it now. For the thing that lets me read anything. I can, is it Eyes of the Runekeeper? I can read any type of writing at all. I know I have it. I just can't find it.
Weird. Because if you can't find it, how do you know you have it?
How do I
I'm
open
just
these up?
joking.
There it is. Okay, here it is. Yeah, it is Eyes of the Runekeeper. Can I? I'm gonna go ahead and move closer. Do I need to move closer to read them?
Yeah,
We've confirmed that there is writing on.
correct.
So I'm gonna go ahead, move closer real quick, to see if I can read. Oh wait, that's 15 down though. It's bad. So I can only move to like right, to like right here, right?
Going down the slope, you're
Yeah.
fine. You can use your whole
Okay.
30 movement.
Oh, nice. Okay. Can I see from here what anything says?
You can see a large symbol, and then you can see little etchings underneath it, but because of how old it is, you probably got to be right up against it to actually read it.
Fuck. All right. I can still. I
You
haven't
do still have
right
your
now.
action and stuff.
Okay. Looks like we're going the classic blast here. Eldritch blast here. I'll do 2 of them
That's right.
right at this tree thing.
The first one will hit.
Okay.
And then I don't think you got any bonus actions that you can do.
Nope.
Okay. So the tree is going to use its half action to move right there. Start coming down towards Vikavor.
I did
And you
one
see
thing.
you see Donovan is still being grasped by the roots, even though the creature is this far away. On the creature's full action, since he has a range of 15 feet, he's going to use his multi-attack on Vikavor. Ooh.
Oh, he's fucking dead.
Yeah, I was dead before he got
Damn.
over here.
So the first attack is a 19, dealing 13 damage to Vikavor. The second one is a natural 20, dealing only 23 damage to Vikavor.
Only.
Oh,
He says
so
only.
13 and 23, you said?
Correct.
So 36.
Yeah, and then the next attack hits, which grapples you. And the last one misses. Actually, can he? No, he can't direct it to him. But the last one misses as the roots go down and sort of try to make their way towards you. One of them springs out a little early and you're able to sort of get out of the way. But because of that, the other one pops out and is able to grasp around your leg and sort of pull you into the dirt a little bit, causing you to not be able to move.
Okay.
Let's see. And then he
What
will
damage
do
is...
a...
You go ahead.
I was going to say, as his final half action, he'll just take a swing at you with his branch, causing another 9 bludgeoning.
Fuck.
So let's see, that is a total... Are
45?
you doing the calculation for you?
Yeah, it's 40. It's
Okay,
45. Yeah.
cool.
All right,
Okay.
still alive. Just barely.
Yep. Snoopy, your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna use my little interaction to grab his fingernail.
All right.
So I'll
So yeah,
write
you
that
take your
down.
dagger and you swipe off a fingernail.
And then I'm gonna run and I'm just gonna dash to get here. I think that's where I started to get 80 feet to him,
Yeah.
and then take.
So
a pop
you're
shot.
not. Just so you're aware, you aren't at the. Like when you dashed the first time, you were off the map just a little bit still.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a pop shot at the guy with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
Come on. There we go. And a miss.
Yeah, that unfortunately misses.
That's what I got for now.
Okay. I don't remember what the range of a crossbow is.
Oh, hand crossbow's pretty short, I think. I'll look it up.
It is 30 and 120, so that, yeah,
So it's
right
a
now it's a
disadvantage, right?
disadvantage. Mm-hmm. Okay, Saber Wolf.
All right, I'm going to jump on top of him again in an attempted attack with it. With the tree, the fiery tree.
Saber Wolf jumps in the air and he comes down.
D20 again.
Yep, +4. Nice.
Oh shit!
So go ahead and roll
My fucking guy.
roll 2d12 and 2d4, or one additional d4.
And then the enlarged ones too.
That's what the d4s
That's
are.
what D4s are. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know what his second d4 roll was for.
Fire. You said fire the first time.
Oh yeah. So
Mhm.
2 more d4s.
I hate to be that guy, but I pay attention.
No, you're good. I forgot that it was on fire too. Actually, technically, his are supposed to do the same, but I haven't been doing that. But I will now.
My bad, guys.
Oh God.
Oh, that Vicavore would be
Uh,
dead.
that is one attack. You have another one.
All right, and unarmed strike with Mike. I'm about to kick him. I'm about to kick
Whoa,
this some
you
bitch.
have another attack with the
Oh.
the tree too.
Okay, so another D20.
But you don't have to
Yeah.
take it.
You should crit
I'm
again.
going. Oh no, I'm definitely trying it again.
Crit him. Crit him again. Come on.
No.
That missed. That missed. All my good
As
rolls.
you go in, you smack the tree against him, and he kind of puts an elbow back and snaps the tree in half.
Oh shit. Well, here goes my weapon.
The tree had been burning for a while. It was starting to get a little brittle.
Okay, makes sense. Well, I will go ahead and use my unarmed strike.
Did you use all your key?
I think I did. Did I?
Okay. I don't know. You tell me. You should be keeping track.
Hold on, because I know I
Nah, me.
used enlarge.
Yeah, you've
So
cast
do
2
bonus.
spells, which I believe take 2 of your key, right?
Right.
And then I know you flurried of blows quite a few times, so yeah, I think you're done.
Yeah, I'm out of here. All right.
Okay. All right, Balrin, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
All right, good luck.
What a surprise.
Miss, unfortunately. So Balrin takes a pop shot, unable to find surface on the really big ass tree.
Sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to this thing.
Donovan, if you could whisper a death save for me, please. All right, mark the according block. The tree blight will attempt to smack Vicavore with his branch.
No.
He rolled a 13, which is your armor class, which knocks you unconscious. He then
Okay.
turns to face his new threat, and he's going to make another branch attack against Saberwolf. He rolled a 14, which doesn't hit. He's going to attempt to use his grasping roots on you, which he hits with a 20, so you are now currently grappled. And then he will try to bite you. He rolled a 22, which deals 15 damage to you.
Okay.
And that is the end of his turn. Vicavore, let me make sure that you're on Whisper, and then I'll have you do a death save.
Okay. I just clicked the death save button, right?
Correct. Okay. I've marked the appropriate one for you.
Okay.
It will take a half action to smack our good friend Saberwolf. Rolling a 13, which misses. Then it gets its full attack. Another 13. And a 20 for 14 damage. It can't grasp anybody else, but it'll try to bite you. But god damn, what the fuck is with these 13s? I guess that's a good thing,
Meant
though.
to be alive. I'm meant to be alive.
It'll use its action to try to beat you with a branch. And guess what? Lucky number 13.
Sweet.
Okay. Snoopy.
I'm gonna say it's time to go. Pick one and let's get out of here before we all die. And then I'm gonna scooch across here and collect some hair as I'm retreating.
Okay. So Snoopy, he crawls up, or he gets to the top of the cliff, and he says, "Guys, it's time to leave." And then he runs over, takes the dude's helmet off, and gets a big old chunk of his hair in his mouth. Is that all from Snoopy?
Yeah, because that's my bonus action. I guess I have an action, but I want to just. I have a question. Do I know which one is the weakest soldier out here?
Based on your battle, you think that it's probably one of the archers.
Okay. Which is this guy over here?
Yeah, he's an archer.
I don't know if I have quite enough movement to get over to him. But
Okay.
I'm gonna try and I want to get his tooth next round.
Okay.
Is
All
that
right,
a-
Saberwolf.
Is
What's
there
up,
second,
Vikavorin?
a second tree monster in the bottom left? Why is that there?
Oh, that's so that I can have him on the turn order multiple times.
Oh, okay, that makes
But if you want to
Alright.
fight 3 more, we can make it happen.
Alright. I'm going to attempt to get out of these roots.
All right, go ahead and do an athletics check for me. Since you're enlarged, you have advantage on it.
Yeah.
All right, yep, you break free.
Alright, and what do I have left? Am I able to run towards or jump? Shit. Am I able to reach over and grab Donovan?
You would be able to, but he is still grappled, so you have to break him out of that first.
Shit.
Which, you look, and the grasping root, it looks like it can be attacked.
Okay. And what about Vikavor? Is he still grappled
Yeah,
as
he's
well?
grappled as well.
Okay. Shit. All right, I'm going to scream towards Balrin and ask him to attack the roots on Vikavor. Attack the roots of the Victorvor. Then I'm going to I'm sure he can do an attack of opportunity, right? If I try to jump out of the way.
You're probably sure, yeah.
Okay.
Every creature
Alright.
gets a reaction, yep.
Cool. So I'm going to jump on the other side here. And let's just go ahead and get the reaction first before I finish up what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so you are moving out of his way. He hits with a 25, dealing 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right, I'm still in there. I'm still in there. And then I'm going to attack the roots on Donovan.
All right, unarmed strike. Nice. That's actually what you needed. So, Saberwolf, I guess, takes his claws and uses them to slash out the roots, freeing Donovan from the grasp.
All right, and then that's about all I can do because I'm out of key.
Correct. Balrin, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at the roots that are holding victim.
All right. Go ahead and make a shot. Perfect. That's enough to break the roots as this railgun hits the roots, and as that happens, the tree looks around. If you wish to move, you may.
Yeah, I'm gonna start kind of moving back a little bit. Like, I'd like to kind of stay more along the edge, like to the south if I can, but still
Okay.
on like the ledge so I can see down at everything.
Okay. Donovan, whisper a death save for me, please. You there, Gerald?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, mark the appropriate box. And using its full turn, it'll go this way. And it'll attempt to smack anyway, hitting Saberwolf for 14 and knocking you out.
I'm gonna use unnatural fortitude.
Okay. It'll then take another attack action at you, and as it comes in with its arms, or with its big ass branch, like as you're coming to consciousness with your unnatural fortitude, you put both arms in front of you, and it actually you have enough blockage, I guess. You have enough strength to where when it hits your arms, it snaps the branch in half, causing it to sort of wail in pain. It rolled a natural one.
Oh snap!
It'll try to grasp you with its roots. 27, so you are now grappled. And he will try to bite you. Which he rolled another natural fucking one. You're meant to live!
God damn it!
Vikavor, please make a death save for me. 10 or above, click on one of the success bubbles. Anything below 10, click on a failure. If you roll a
Okay.
1, click 2 failures. If you roll a 20, get 1 HP.
Okay, nice.
Using its half action, it'll roll another natural 1. I'm not kidding, guys. 3 in a row.
God damn it!
It'll take its full action to try to smack you with some branches, which it does for 11 damage.
Alright,
3
I'm out.
natural ones in a row. That's gotta be he's dead.
Wouldn't that be some shit? So I believe that
You
knocks
know,
you out,
the
right?
chances of that are 1
Yep.
in 8,000, right?
Yeah. So Saberwolf is unconscious as the tree lets go of him from the branch and starts to use his movement to go down towards where he was getting shot at the south. It'll then use its half action to start going a little bit more, and it'll end its turn there. You can hear it coming along, Balrin, and I'll say it's about 20 feet away from you. And we'll make it, yeah, 30 feet away from you. Snoopy, your turn.
Okay. So we're fucked. Does he? That doesn't matter. I'm too small. I'm gonna go get the hair, and then I'm gonna go up to a tree and beg our dragon friend for help, and say, "If you can hear us, we desperately need your help. Please do anything that you can."
Nature at disadvantage. Also, Saberwolf's lost his concentration, so he goes back to his normal size.
Perfect. Because I was going to ask you about that too.
Yeah. Okay. You don't hear any type of response.
Then I'm gonna bonus action hide.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll stealth. Saberwolf, if you could roll me, or make sure you are
Jesus
on
Christ. Fuck this.
2GM and go ahead and roll death save, please.
Okay.
You have plus 15 to stealth. Damn. Or, no,
10.
plus 10. Mark the appropriate bubble for me. Balrin, you can see the angered tree heading your way.
Well, so which is which again? 'Cause it's been a long time since I had to do this.
Anything that is 10 or below, or anything that's below 10 is a fail. Anything 10 or above is a success.
Okay.
I'm going to take the dash action and continue to try and lure this tree away from everybody.
Okay. So you dash and start running the hell away.
Yeah. Like to the south.
Yeah. Alright, so Donovan, go ahead and roll a death save for me. Alright, mark the appropriate one. The tree blight on its turn moves over towards Vikavor, and it takes its root out and twists it around his foot and starts to drag him towards the pedestal.
Shit. Sacrificial time.
You fucking done.
Vikavor, go ahead and roll me a death save.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Okay. Alrighty.
So that's that's 2 death fails whenever you roll a natural 1 on the death
Oh,
save.
is
So you
it?
got 2 of them. Yeah.
Is
So
it?
you got 2 of
Okay.
them.
Jeez. Oh, I don't even know it's that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He gets to the pedestal and he puts your body on top of it. And when he does, the pedestal roots come out from around it and start to surround you. You are currently stabilized now, as the roots, their thorns sort of prick you a little bit, and you can't feel it because you're unconscious, but they start to seep something inside of your body. It'll use its full action to come over here, and the roots come out and grab Saberwolf and Donovan, put them on their own individual pedestals, and the same thing happens. You're both stabilized as these roots come around. Donovan, it doesn't make any sense why you're stabilized, because you don't really have like veins and shit, but it works. We'll just say it works. He then goes to the middle and uses his roots to put the dead bodies on these pedestals, and they sort of do the exact same thing.
They come back to life.
No. But they're currently being twisted up in the branches, and thorns are being stuck into them, and something's starting to course through their veins.
Even the guy who was a pile of ash.
He wasn't a pile of ash, but he was very crusty, that's for sure.
Okay.
Snoopy and Balrin, you noticed that I'll say that you guys would have definitely heard the tree going towards, like, back to where the little shrine is. So what do you guys do, being the only conscious members of your party?
I'm gonna shit. I actually don't know the range of message. Do you off the top of your head?
60.
Oh, not close enough. And you dashed away, didn't you? Like you
Yeah,
got
I
really
did.
far.
I did. I was trying to get it away from you guys.
Um,
I mean,
I'm
I'm still
gonna.
range if you want me to shoot it.
I mean, I can't. I don't. I'm not gonna tell you no because I'm gonna try and sneak over to you, Brady. I'm gonna try and sneak, be
Okay.
stealthy, like, and then blink across the gap.
Okay.
So is that stealth?
And I
You
guess
want me to roll?
Yeah, roll stealth, please.
for my turn, like as soon as I see it turn back, like I'd like to try and sneak back to see what's going on.
Okay. You can roll stealth as well.
Okay, I can
All
definitely
right.
get across. Are we even doing turn based right now?
No, not really. You guys can just go where you need to. And as you get there, the creature goes over here. The roots go up the cliff and strap around this archer's leg, and he hauls him over and places him on a pedestal. And he's
I'm gonna.
doing this very, very casually. So,
Okay.
like, I may be doing it fast on screen, but it takes him a while to do this, giving you guys, like, essentially, I'd say, like, 2 minutes of him being distracted in this upper area.
Um, I don't. I'm gonna say. I don't think there's anything we can really do on our own. I'm just a little dog. But we can go hunt that guy that escaped. What do you say? Or do you want to go back and relay what happened?
Do you not think that maybe we should wait and see?
Oh, I guess we could wait and see what happens.
I mean, if something happens real quick, other than that, last say we get 5, and if nothing big happens, then maybe
Okay. I'm
because
the tracker, so
it looks like he's stable. They look like not dying anymore. So
yeah, but we need to get. He's picking up all the bodies. We should probably clear away from this guy.
probably, yeah. Well, it's a good thing we're super stealthy and hidden.
Yeah, true. Unless he can like see us anyways with like tremor sense or something. So
Can
you
we?
wanna-
Well, do you think we should head back or just get a different position where we're not by a body?
Probably just back up a little bit.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll back up like probably 50 feet, don't you think is good?
Yeah.
So that we can still see from the trees as he does this thing.
Okay. So as you guys just keep watching out, he ends up making his way down here. And he uses his roots to grab this body and put it on the pedestal. He then goes to these two bodies over here and grabs both of them, takes them back to the pedestal. And now you notice that all the pedestals are filled with either a corpse or a near corpse. And it goes back to the middle and kind of takes up the same position that it did at first. But as you see, its roots starting to grasp into the shrine itself, and it almost looks like it's morphing back into a tree. You watch the central portion of it essentially like creak open, and you see a person inside of it. Where did I put the? I'll get a token out so that you can see who this person looks like. No, I can't find it.
I
I
swear
know
to
where
God,
it is in my. Huh?
if you grab the vampire.
Strahd?
Yeah. I'm
Wouldn't
so
that be
mad.
cool?
That'd be so stupid.
Why? Why can't Strahd be reincarnated by causing a blighted tree to try to bring him into the material plane? That sounds really cool.
I'm just sick of that guy.
That doesn't seem to fit the nature.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't make a token, I guess. I meant to do that. But I'm gonna upload this small little image, big little image, I guess. It is a female wearing what looks to be armor that's, judging by how intricate and detailed it is, it's probably some sort of nobility. And there's also all those red colors and stuff like that from that match that of Titania. So she's in there, and it looks like she's breathing. God damn it. Ethan, you're reverbing really bad.
At like 3 times the volume.
Yeah. You just pulled a Dallas, and now Swaff's over here like eating chips and shit in his microphone.
Fucking dinner, man.
Well, you could at least mute yourself like a normal person, please. That's just loud as hell. Were y'all not brought up? Man.
Mic etiquette, guys. Mic etiquette.
Yeah, holy shit. Do I have? No, I don't have your body over here. I'll kill you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, like Dallas and Dallas and Martin are over here like, God damn, my ears. Okay.
My computer like crashed again for like 5 minutes there.
We need to get you a new computer.
It's like for real. Only the Bluetooth is like the problem on it, causing a bunch of issues.
That's weird. So yeah, the tree takes its form, and you can see all of the roots around the individuals on the pedestal start to pulsate.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Interesting.
I hope you're into furries.
Weird to admit to, but you do you.
Brady's got this tentacle porn fetish like going on in this shrine.
Tentacle
Negative.
porn, furry, yowie.
What do you guys do?
So this chick just popped out of nowhere. Is the tree blight still a tree blight?
Uh, it's you can like see where its face is and stuff, but it currently looks to be assuming the form of a tree.
And this chick, she's not really doing anything.
No, she's inside of it. But she looks much like your friends. Like she was knocked out and is now being used as for whatever this is that's going on.
I mean, I don't know. Should we like see if it's? I don't know. I don't want to die.
Well, guys, start making new character sheets. Let's head back to camp. No, I'm just playing.
But like actually though.
Does
Yeah,
it
y'all
look
can
like
go back if
we
you
might
want.
be able to converse with her or no?
She is like the others and is unconscious, I guess. I don't know how to make it seem that she's not there by her choice, besides saying that.
Okay.
She definitely is not there of her own volition.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what else to do because I feel like if we try and run up, then like the tree's just gonna come back to life.
Ballern, I think our best bet is to go
Get help from
to
the village.
from the old guy. Yeah.
All right, I think that's a good plan.
I think it's
Okay.
the only plan we got.
Well, let's make haste.
All right, so you guys leave the area, and it is a couple hours journey to get back. Roll perception checks as you start to leave. Okay. So as you're going, you can see that the trees that on the way up here looked like they were being wilted and like diseased and stuff like that. They're starting to like twist and gnarl into these darker forms. The branches, the leaves start to shrivel up and fall off. They become more sinister looking. Stuff like that. Like this area is starting to get corrupted, it looks like. But nonetheless, you guys do make it back to the town. So we'll go ahead and we'll put you back on the town for now. And we'll change the music to something different.
Vicavor, you're not here. You're dead. Snoop here.
All right, so you guys roll back into town. Let me, make them disappear. And as you do hurriedly, the guards see that you two are running by yourselves. Is everything okay? Oh, there they go.
Yeah, that's about as much as we were gonna say to them, anyways. Honestly. So I want to run to the home tree.
All right.
Exactly where I ended up on this
Yep.
map.
Okay, so you roll in there, and the guards kind of halt you. But Corwin, somehow his intuition can tell that you guys are there. So he says, "Let them in. Let them in. Were you successful in closing that port Wait a second. Where are the rest of your party?
We so we plan to really get extra improve ourselves, and we went to the shrine to beat up the Titanian soldiers for you guys before we went and did the portal. But then the Titanian soldiers, they're all dead, but they awakened this big tree, and then he like killed 3 of our friends. And we don't know what to do. I look at Balrin
Hmm.
like, is it anything else?
Yeah, that's essentially what happened. I mean, they're last that we saw them, they looked to be laying unconscious on the pedestals around the tree, along with all the other
Hmm.
dead bodies in the tree. Went and didn't put on, and it ended up opening up and looked like there was some um ti- titanium titanian noble of some sort that came out of the tree. Looked to be in the same state as.
That does not sound very good at all, especially if the sacred tree of that shrine has been blighted, as you say. I will accompany you and we will see what we can do. I will bring a unit of guards. Perhaps we can stop whatever is happening.
Really? Okay, you're the best.
Well, this is more or less our issue anyway. I was hoping that you all would be able to stop it, but it seems that I underestimated what exactly was going on. Or perhaps my scouts did not give me a very good report. Regardless, we should head out at once.
Yeet! And I just yeet out of there.
Okay, you start rolling out of there, and he starts to follow with haste. Uh, he ends up getting a group of guards to come with. He gets about 10 of those guards wearing that special wooden plate mail. If you need to remember what they look like this.
Cool.
Really cool dudes. So, you guys head back to the shrine, and as you get there, nothing seems to have changed as you guys start getting towards the outskirts. Oh, let me get one of those guys on there. They're not going to be doing anything just yet. Where is Corwin? As you guys get there, they all stop to assess the situation. And Corwin kind of shakes his head and goes, "I'll be honest, I've never even seen anything like this be done here before. I can't quite tell who that woman is inside of the tree, and y'all have no recollection of that person."
Mm-mm. I mean, do I? Do I need to make an intelligence check or anything?
Uh, I don't think. Yeah, based on your backstory, you'd have no idea.
Okay.
Same with Balrin. You can just tell that she's some sort of nobility,
Fancy
but
pants.
yeah, other than that, there's no real telling.
I've never seen this man before in my life.
It's a woman.
That's what I meant. It's hard to tell, you know.
Very true, I guess.
Dogs make it easy. We don't wear pants.
So, as you guys continue to watch, Corwin starts to gesture to his knights to get into position, and I'll make a few more tokens here. few tokens here, tokens there. Oh, I missed one. And they get in position, and Corwin looks to you guys and says, this might get a little rough. I think what we need to do is we need to break out all of your friends, as well as all those corpses. And as he says that, though, the tree, all of a sudden inside, you see the woman sort of open her eyes, and she starts to scream like a bloodletting howl. And as she starts to scream, like you notice her kind of like being pulled back, as if like she's sitting down and someone's like pulling her shoulders back, and you can hear an audible snap. And then you see from the center of her chest, you see a bulge hit the sort of breastplate that she's wearing, and then it starts to rip through, and a purple finger, pierces its way through the plate mail, and then more fingers, and it starts to rip this plate mail apart. Uh, as it opens, there's a big old dark. It looks. You don't see the insides of her, but she's very much dead at this point. But you see a portal, like a dark abyss inside, and this purple figure pulls himself out of her, and
I'm gonna
sort of
shoot it.
topples down. You shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking shoot it.
All right, take a shot. Let me
I was
see.
waiting for
Where'd I
that one.
put?
I'm Snoopy immediately hides, terrified.
Okay.
I take a step forward and I raise my.
Let me. I have his token. I just made it small on
I think you
accident. And
just shot a demon lord.
I mean, fuck it, right?
I guess, yeah, fuck it.
where the hell did I put his? I think I've got another token for him.
You don't need him because he's already dead.
Let's see. What did you roll? A 22?
Yeah.
Let's see. Da, 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 da. Oh, why is his sheet blank? Hold on. Let's see. Stat. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that hits. 13 plus 11. So as he pulls himself out and falls down to the floor, you take a shot, and as it hits him, he kind of looks at the wound, and he waves a hand over it, and the wound disappears. He then looks to where it came from, and he looks all around, and he's, so, we have a welcoming committee for me. This is marvelous. I've been waiting to come to the material plane for quite some time, and I'm glad to have all of these bodies to serve as my minions. So, who's first to die? Probably the one that shot me, which he, in a blink of an eye, is able to teleport in front of you. Say your prayers. He will roll an attack. He rolled a 25. You take 28 piercing damage as he drives the sword into like your gears and stuff like that.
Oof.
With that, we'll go ahead and he'll take the sword out of you, and then he notices the lack of blood. I don't believe I've ever seen creatures like you before. You will not do. Is there anything Balrin and Snoopy do while he's right there in front of you?
Oh, I said I hid, so I'm
Okay.
just tucked behind a bush or behind a rock or something.
I'm going to ask
Just
him, who are you?
And as he starts to walk down, the elves are all, or the Eladrin are all kind of, all the Eladrin are like ready for battle. And as he goes down, he looks at you and goes, I'm Graz'zet. Have you not heard of me for real?
The name does not have any meaning to me.
Oh, for some reason his token should be this big.
Oh,
Can you
that makes
blow?
more sense.
Can you blow him up again real quick?
Yeah. He has some elf-like features. He's got this dark skin. He does have pointed ears and stuff like that, but you're not really exactly sure. Like he's a lot more humanoid than you would expect. Something that would be created inside of a tree like that to be. So essentially, as he comes forward, he looks towards the pedestal and that tree. The tree starts to slowly wither away as it has expunged its life, or as its life force has been expunged and its use has been completed. And he looks to the Eladrin and goes, Well, I'm quite glad that all of you were here to bear witness. It seems we have a few that somehow survived the ceremony. With that, I will select all three of you to be my chosen for the upcoming fight, and the rest of you, I will test your mental. I need an army, and quickly. Sigorius is to the south. I cannot allow him to just take over the whole continent. No. Vikavor, if you could please roll a d20 for me. As he takes his hand and he places it on the back of your neck, and you can feel, even though you're unconscious, you can feel this searing pain as something's getting etched on the back of your neck. I will put into your, what's it called? Onto your character sheet what that roll does under your features and traits. It'll be a new one. And for all three of you, these will be called Dark Gift. So Vikavor, that's yours. We'll go over it later. Since you're rolling it, I don't even know what it says. He goes over to Donovan and does the same thing. Gerald, please roll the d20 for me. And Saber Wolf, roll the d20 as well. $16 for Saber Wolf. You there, Gerald?
Yeah, I actually just walked off a bit. You want me to roll this d20?
Yes, please. Okay. For some reason, I can't get to the bottom. There it is. Your sheet's big as hell, Kevin.
I know, right?
Okay. There we go. And you roll the 7. Cool. So as he does this, he looks to the other ones, all the dead guys, and he kind of shakes his head and goes, Who did this? No answer, huh? Can I be heard? I see Swaff is muted.
That would be
I
us.
know, yeah. I know
We
Snoopy
are.
wants to stay
I'm.
hidden.
Yeah, Snoopy. I ain't saying nothing. Even
You
though
see
I'm
all
almost.
the. Oh,
Oh, Joe is almost certain that Snoopy is not hidden, but that's okay.
I'm gonna step forward and say that was me.
well, judging by these wounds, I don't really believe you killed all of them. You probably had a hand in it, of course, but these are sloppy. I need you to be better than this. Of course, that's why you're not one of my chosen, I guess. Well, shall the rest of you, shall we do some battle to see who else will become my chosen? I don't want a creature that can't bleed. The Eladrin kind of look at their elder, and he kind of waves a hand to like hold fast, and he asks, "Might we ask that you allow my people to leave, and I will do whatever it is that you require. If you need soldiers, I know where to get them. If you need power, I can supply it for you myself. Just let these folks go." And he kind of chuckles. Just because the folks that you seem to be accompanied with don't seem to be worth my time, I will accept. I do get a great power emanating from you. And he steps forward, and the guards kind of like reach out to grab him. And with a flick of his hand, roots grasp up to their hands, keeping them from being able to pull at him. And then he lets them go. And he turns around and make sure that the village is safe, and make sure, and before he can finish his sentence, Gratz comes up from behind him and plunges his sword through his gut. And this, this is quite the welcoming ceremony. I appreciate you all coming through. I'm assuming your friends that are still alive probably need to get some work done for me. If you could, and he snaps a finger, and Balron, in your hand, 3 potions pop in. Make sure that they get those, please, and if they don't, I will personally hunt you down. And as he pulls the elder closer to him, he whispers something, and then they disappear. All the Eladrin run up to the pedestals, and they start chopping the roots down. One of them takes to the tree and sets it on fire. This evil thing shouldn't have even been here.
I'm gonna try to take as many locks of hair as possible.
Okay, that's pretty simple. No one's really like, they're kind of looking at you weird. They're like, "Why the hell is he take?" Oh, okay, whatever.
And I did take an archer's tooth, right? I believe
Yes, so
that was okay.
you should have all the components that Opal needed.
Cool.
Balron, what do you do while Snoopy is taking locks of hair?
What can I tell from the potions? I like, is there anything that I can
Uh,
figure out by studying them?
Judging by the look of them, since you don't have any alchemical experience, you have though heard, especially with you being like a craftsman yourself in a way, you have heard like these are basic healing potions that alchemists essentially start learning the moment they get into alchemy and stuff like that. So their intent is to heal.
Okay, well, I'll give one to each of the three.
Okay. So Vikavor, Donovan, and Saberwolf, I'll just collectively give all of you 8 hit points from the potion instead of us jumbling to roll everything, and you all come to life. Donovan's is special in a way because it allows him, it's motor oil, essentially. since he's a Warforged. Also kidding, it doesn't actually matter. Balrin and Snoopy, you guys do notice though, as your friends come to consciousness, you notice this dark, like, it looks like a tattoo on the back of their neck. And it's there for like a couple seconds and then it vanishes, essentially becoming invisible. The
Hmm.
symbol
That seems like a
looked
good thing.
like
Yeah,
the
that's
symbol
great.
looked like this. Y'all see that? Did it blow up on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Probably insignificant.
Yep.
Don't need to worry about it.
Exactly. Matter just like straw.
So now that you three have come to consciousness, is there anything that y'all wish to do?
I get up off the pedestal and let out a small roar, and just what the hell happened?
The Eladrin look at you and kind of shake their head. They're like, "We honestly don't know. I think your friends would know more." We're going to, and they kind of like ignore you for a second, and they go, "We're going to make sure that this tree and all of its roots are purged from this land. And then we're going to make sure that these Titanian soldiers are brought back to their people for whatever type of burial rites that they may deserve from their kingdoms. Even though we are at war, we do see mercy, and they have been used for some sick ritual. We
I
do
say,
appreciate
time
your
out, time out,
efforts."
time out, time out. That one guy, the guy that started the ritual, the captain's not here. Someone come with me, and I'm gonna go up to where I killed the captain.
Okay.
And I'll say, this is the guy that started this ritual.
Okay. And they kind of look and they notice that he's missing a fingernail. These Eladrins are uh, decently perceptive when there's a bunch of them. But they take off his helmet and you look at him and he doesn't have any facial features at all. All he has is a mouth. He has essentially everything from where his lips would be up. He's got no nose. He doesn't have any sort of like depression in his face for eyes. So it's just like a blank canvas. It's bald. So it's literally just think of a
Slender Man.
mannequin, but with a mouth on it, or
Do I know
Slenderman,
what this
except for
is?
you go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Jesus Christ, dude.
You're looking at this thing and you've heard from your master. You remember one time he talked about some sort of creature that some mad wizard once created called a faceless one.
I can see
They
why that would
don't,
click with an 11.
yeah. But a thing that you know for a fact is that these aren't creatures that are born, like by a lot. They're created.
Okay. And are they typically evil?
They are whatever their master creates them to be.
Okay.
Oh, I meant to press play on some music. So they gather, or they put the helmet back on, and they all kind of look very uneasy. But they end up gathering all the bodies together. The tree ends up burning down after about 10 more minutes, and they use their axes to sort of chop it into easy to make it burn easier and stuff like that. And they kind of just shake their head, and you can see they're very upset with the fact that their elder just died. They look to all of you and go, I know the elder had given you all a mission to help us out, and even though he's gone, and I guess you're not really binded to us anymore, we would appreciate if you continue to try to help us with this mystery. We can provide you a place to stay, food, water, anything that you might need to make it easier, but this is going to affect the town greatly. And at least we know that we can trust you all.
Indeed. Okay.
Should- I want to do
Then
it for Corwin.
I end up reverting back to my human form. All right. We need to rest anyway. I think that is for the best, but we do have an initial job to do. We can help when we can, but we have further objectives that we must uphold as well.
And we do still need to take care of that poor.
Very well.
Stop Strahd from tormenting us anymore.
Well, in that case, the leader of the guard turns to a couple. You all stay here and protect the bodies. We'll go and get a cart, and then we'll return within a few hours. If you all wish to accompany us and take some rest before you head out to your next adventure, I would recommend strength in numbers at this time.
I think this is for the best. What does everybody else think?
I agree.
I agree.
All
Okay.
right.
So as you guys start to make your way towards the south, we'll go ahead and end tonight's session.
Man, oh man.
I'll go in my stream real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, well, that turned out exactly how I didn't really plan for it to, for this creature to knock out 3 of them, and so that wasn't the plan at all. But I honestly don't know what the hell Donovan was doing rolling up there. He's a ranged character. He's got like 300 feet of range. I think he was trying to do something, but because they had already shot at it, they didn't get a chance to speak with it. Vikavor was on the right track. There were runes that he would have been able to read to know that these pillars had been repurposed into sort of sacrificial pillars. But again, they have no idea why Titanian soldiers are doing this. They have no idea who that person inside of the tree was. So that now there's a lot of questions, and soon we'll get answers. So thanks everyone for coming out. Hopefully you had a good old time, and until we see you next time, peace.